From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Bartolo Colon, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low threes. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
D. Gordon makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Miami, second baseman, D. Gordon.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale. So I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
Colon's ready. Here's the 0-2. Smoke toward third. Right has it. A quick out number 1. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, you know, they rely so heavily on stringing hits together. They haven't had a lot of extra base hit power. They need more of that if they're going to be successful on a daily basis.
Cole Gillespie steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first, and Colon's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, these guys have the highest fielding percentage in the National League. As a guy on the mound, you really enjoy that because you know they're going to pick you up.
Marcell Ozuna will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitters sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Matt Keane gets the ball in game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I'll look to get a W here in this one.
David Wright comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, third baseman, David Wright.
And this is taken outside for ball one. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second baseman,
Neil Walker will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, yesterday he just didn't look like himself, but he's been good lately. He's had 7 RBIs over his last 10 games.
Runners going. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Over to first is Kane. A dive, but he's back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. He's on the move again from first. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, you know, I think these guys need Lucas Duda to snap out of the funk he's been in. Still, without an RBI in this series, he's going to be looking to get off the schneid today. He's too good a run producer to get shut down all series long.
Yoenis Cespedes comes forward for his first try at the plate, and you have to think something's got to give. Clearly not going his way of late. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
The 2-0 on the way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Lucas Duda will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted the other way out to left center. Ozuna is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand one. After one, no score. Giancarlo Stanton makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Colon into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Cabrera is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman,
Derek Dietrich will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
Boy, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Bour. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on 2-2. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now. And as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he lays off there, 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. 1 out and a runner on second base. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. This one's flared toward left center. Cabrera onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 3 homers, and 19 driven in. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. There to take this one is Duda, and that'll end the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Miami. Michael Conforto will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped foul wide of first.
No, foul ball.
Hit hard to short. Echeverria dives. What a play. The throw. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
This is a case where a guy's trying to do a little too much. That's a great play to dive and get to this ball, but then he tries to make a superhuman throw and the ball just takes off on him.
Curtis Granderson will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. 6 home runs and 21 driven in. Runners on first with 1 down. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitcher just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Standing in now, Kevin Plawecki. Oh, and Kane might have tried to ramp up on that one as it'll be a wild pitch. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
I had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Matt Cain set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Colon sets his sights, ready with the 1-1 pitch. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets to the strikeout.
Here's D. Gordon now. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
1 out, nobody on. Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair, 2-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Center field number 28, Cole Gillespie.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Gillespie. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bartolo Colon digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Bartolo Colon.
Here's the first pitch to him. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. Gordon is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
David Wright will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you'll appreciate a call like that once in a while.
That's a ball.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Hit to first. Bohr takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman,
Neil Walker digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. It remains 1-0. Marcell Ozuna will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Cologne gets the sign. 2-2 on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. Gloved by right. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So one away now, and that brings up the dangerous right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Into the seats, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman.
Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Justin Bohr will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First delivery to him on the way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Duda's up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Dribbled back toward the mound. And reined in, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 30.
Michael Conforto, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And this is low, ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That's wide, 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw won't get him.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see, but it's going to finally get him into that hit column. And at this point, they'll take anything they can get, and he's on with an infield single.
Curtis Granderson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run home run for Curtis Granderson. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Kevin Plawecki comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Runners on first with 1 down. Up top, it's 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the 2nd out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Into the box now, Bartolo Colon, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Adeiny Echeverria heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Walker barehands it. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The pitcher, number 18, Matt Cain.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's up to a good hitting pitcher now in Matt Cain. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins 1. And there now is David Wright. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Third baseman, David Wright.
Cain has his target. Here's the first pitch. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here he comes on 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And the way this Mets club can swing the bat, the last thing you want to do is surrender a leadoff walk.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Into the box now, Neil Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. Runners off for second. Squared that one up just a little late. Tap foul at home plate. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 0-2 home. Way outside. 1-2.
maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Gordon retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Over to first is Kane, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Keeping him close.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up at the plate, no doubt.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
Lucas Duda.
As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Down and away, ball 1. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. He's averaged down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
Michael Conforto steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch, it sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll reach over to his right to make the play, and there's your second out. Digging in now, Curtis Granderson. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, he hit a two-strike changeup, so let's see if they attack him a little bit differently if they get him to 2 strikes again.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
The 1-0 delivery. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he'll take the baseball here, so that'll be all this afternoon for Matt Cain. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tom Kohler is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Four runs here in this half inning. That evens it up 1-1. Liner towards second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 1. D. Gordon will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
high and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the sixth. And he is in there to start the sixth. It's a leadoff double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Colon pauses. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there. One out. Marcell Ozuna will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting,
Giancarlo Stanton will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And he's going to get a visit from his catcher here, because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. 1 left for Miami. They trail 6-1. Kevin Plawecki gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. On the ground up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
In now, Bartolo Colon. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run homer for David Wright, number 10 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting.
Here's Neil Walker.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
One out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 52,
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Now here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
2 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Derek Dietrich is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air to right field. After it is Granderson. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Justin Bohr will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Cologne's allowed just 1 through 6 1/3. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
the batter, number 3, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Just their 4th hit of the ball game, but this is one of their better swings they've had all game long, and it winds up going for a double.
Here's Echeverria now. And he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
1 out and a runner on second base. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
JT Realmuto will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Cabrera ranging into the outfield. 2 gone. Martin Prado will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Prado.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Conforto. And that retires the side. Marlins strand a pair. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Mike Dunn will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Into the box, Lucas Duda. He singled his last time up.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
And there's the first strike. 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Bouncer down the line. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Here it is. 3-1 now. Waiting next is Curtis Granderson. And the count will be full. Here's a high pop-up. Echeverria is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Curtis
Granderson will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Not close. It's 2-0.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count. Here it comes. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
I think these guys are at the point of the series where they've seen enough of this guy swing the bat. Go ahead, take first base.
As Asdrubal Cabrera will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And that misses, ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Hard hit ball to second. Gordon is up with it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. D. Gordon comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Now here's the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Scorched to third. Wright's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Cole Gillespie will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And that's dead center for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hit to short. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets two quick ones to start the inning.
Left fielder,
Marcell Ozuna will stand in now with two away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And that's in there for a strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
One and one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Brian Morris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Morris.
Kevin Plawecki gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Kevin Plawecki.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. One and one, here it is. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One and two, here it comes. And that misses 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Bartolo Colon will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Next pitch, chop foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here it comes, 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
David Wright stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. From the stretch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Ozuna. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Mets 8 and the Marlins 1. Giancarlo Stanton will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
And the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Nope.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, you count.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Derek Dietrich will stand in. He flew out his last time up. The pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Conforto has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Justin Bohr will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now out beyond the 385 sign. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, this is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to get the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Adeiny Echeverria will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
That tails back over, strike one.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. No shortage of extra base hits, as you see the totals there. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Line softly out toward left center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. Long throw to the plate, and he is in there.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the two-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll end the afternoon for Bartolo Colon. So he'll depart, as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Antonio Bastardo will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Antonio Bastardo.
JT Realmuto will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. This is hit on the ground, but foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. All even now, 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You know, they aren't always quite so easy, but this one was never really in much doubt as they cruise home to that 6-run victory.
And guys, we certainly were lucky enough to watch one of the more exciting players in the game today, and he came through in this one. Curtis Granderson is our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 8-2. So long from New York.